also breaking out really bad. Like I have hives on my face, so my face looks really oily and like I have no makeup on because my skin is acting up so horribly. So please don't mind that. Also, just wanted to say that I'm in the process of going blonde. I know my hair is like a little bit yellow right now. I'm actually getting it done tomorrow, so it's gonna look different, so don't call me crazy. It's a process to get to blonde, so I'm almost there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaela Wyche, also known as Red Apple Juice. This video is actually a collab with Carli Kimby, a fellow YouTuber, and she also goes to UCF, so I thought it'd be really cool if we both kind of did a video together. That way my subscribers that are going to UCF that follow me can have somebody else to watch that also goes to the same college, just so things are more relatable.
Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name's Carli Kimby, and today I'm collabing here with Kaela, and I'm so excited. After you watch her video, make sure you come watch mine. Mine is going to be a story time at UCF. I have a college horror story series going on my channel, so if you're interested, make sure you come after you finish Kaela's video. I better see you on my channel. Bye guys.
She's gonna be doing a college horror story on her channel, so it has to do with UCF, and so does my video. I'm gonna be doing a college advice, like what I wish I knew before I went into my first year. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave her video link down below. Make sure you check out her channel. It's just so cute, has really good camera. All her videos are like super nice. Make sure you go head over and give her video a like. Basically, this video is just what I want to tell you guys about my freshman year. I'm wearing a Mod Sun shirt also. That is besides the point. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to be going into my sophomore year this year, so I have a whole year and another semester of college. My freshman year, I went to UCF for the summer term, so I have 3 semesters down, so I think I have a little bit of experience. A lot has happened to me this year that I can't discuss on my YouTube channel. I wrote everything down. I'm just going to go through this list really quick. Living with a roommate. One of the things that I hated at the beginning of the year, Cameron, if you're watching this, I love you. But at the beginning of the year, I was like annoyed and didn't like having a roommate. First semester, so fall semester, but then spring semester, I really loved having a roommate. When you live with someone, their mess becomes your mess just because you're sharing a room, so it kind of spills over into your space, and you can't really say like move this because there's no like direct line drawn between your space that you guys are sharing, and it's so small. I understand why my parents didn't want me to live in an apartment my first year. Maybe like they thought I wasn't mature enough, wasn't ready to live on my own, because that is a lot of responsibility. I'm getting an apartment for sophomore year though. I don't know. Living with your roommate, you have no personal space, no privacy. If you bring friends in there, you better introduce your roommates to your friends if she's in there. If you're trying to go to sleep and your roommate's trying to do work, then they're gonna have the light on while they're doing work and you want to sleep in the dark, but too bad because you share a room. But then I also had really fun times with my roommates because we would always go McDonald's runs and like fast food runs at night, late night ice cream runs to Cold Stone, because the Cold Stone in Orlando is open till 11 or 12 p.m. So we'd always get sweet treats or like fries and stuff from McDonald's, which is where like the freshman 15 comes in. I didn't gain the freshman 15. I gained 5 pounds. When I went to college, I weighed 150 and now I'm 155. I guess it's not that bad, but I'm working on it. Me and my roommate would have inside jokes. It was just really fun, like towards the end. So Cameron, if you're watching this, you have no privacy also with a roommate, so I've cried plenty of times in front of my roommate because, as I just told you, I went through a lot of things this year. I went through some big deal type stuff this year. I remember I used to work at the Minchies across from UCF, and I lost my job right after something else really horrible happened to me. So I cried in front of her for that. I cried in front of her for the other thing. So if you usually go into your room at home to cry, or you usually go into your room to journal, or like you go into your room to talk to your boyfriend, there's none of that in college when you have a roommate and you're living in a dorm. Syllabus or syllabi and due dates. I actually failed a class because it was a film class. If you guys didn't know, my major is journalism and my minor's in film. We had 3 tests in this class, and it was history, motion pictures, Phil 2030, and I have to take it again this summer. So if you guys are taking that, like, hit me up in the comments. I really did like that class, and I paid attention, but obviously you have to study for tests. In that class, there was no in-class assignments, no attendance points. There was like 1 extra credit assignment. Your entire grade was based off 3 quizzes. If you completely failed that first quiz, which I did because I didn't know we had a quiz that day, then you failed the class. I came came into the class and I was late on this day also, and I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we have a quiz today. That teacher, he was kind of really lenient and nice. He was an older guy. I ran to the library with my 50 cents. Just the struggles of freshman year. This is a little tiny thing. Failing a class this year, that's one of the smallest things that happened to me compared to everything else. Run to the library and buy a Scantron. Run back, and I didn't have a pencil because I'm like, okay, like I don't need pencils anymore. I'm in college. Whatever, I can use pens whenever I want. But no, you need a pencil to take a test on a Scantron. So mind you, this is like a lecture hall with hundreds of people in it because the class was huge. So I'm like, do you have a pencil? 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 It was just a mess. So make sure you look for your due dates. The reason I didn't know that there wasn't a test was because he didn't put the test dates in the syllabus, but he put it on. We have this thing called web courses. If you go to college, any college, they usually have it. Basically, it's an online site thing that gives you all your assignments and like reminders and stuff. He didn't have the dates in the syllabus. That's what I was going by because I thought I would miss things on web courses, if anything. So I would go with my planner and like write the dates in my planner. That way I wouldn't miss anything. But he actually didn't put the test dates in the syllabus. He put it on the online website. So make sure you check the calendar for your class on the online website as well as the syllabus. Some teachers are a little iffy. I'm not gonna blame it on him because obviously it was my fault. I should have checked. I wish I didn't waste thousands of dollars on that class. I also failed another class, explorations in math. This sounds really bad now that you guys are watching it. Technically I didn't fail that film class, but I didn't get a high enough grade in it that I need for my minor. So since I'm a film minor, I need like a higher grade than what I got. I didn't fail that class. My math class, I completely failed because I ignored the signs in the beginning when I knew I should have dropped the class. If you drop the class, you can get your money back, but if you wait and you withdraw from the class, you don't get your money back. So by the time I realized that I wasn't gonna do good in that class, it was already withdrawal period. So I was like, okay, I can just easily get out of this class, save my GPA and waste thousands of dollars, or try to finish the class, see what I get, see if I pass. And I ended up not passing, so my GPA went down the toilet, and I also wasted money. So just simple freshman year mistakes, things that can easily be fixed. I only have to take 1 year of math, so I'm gonna end up taking a like easier math class as a transient student at a different college. The college algebra that I have to take at UCF, I can't take it until I take a math before that, but if I take it at a community college, I can go straight into college algebra. I tried to take it at my community college here. They were just really disorganized. They didn't get me into the class quick enough, and I had to talk to the dean and all that, but we ended up getting our money back because of their mistake. I just couldn't complete the class, so I think I'm gonna take it next summer. But I am taking a journalism class this summer, so like I'm not just chilling. I'm working, I'm doing YouTube, and I'm taking classes right now. Fake IDs. I just want to touch on this subject because I feel like a lot of people don't take it seriously. At UCF, a lot of people have fake IDs. I know other colleges are different, specifically colleges in Florida because I haven't been really to colleges. I haven't been out in colleges besides Florida. At UF, people don't really have fake IDs because they don't really go to bars. Like they go to more frat parties. So at UNF, like they don't really have fake IDs because they go to like frat parties and stuff. At FSU, some people do, some people don't because it's kind of like a mix. But at UCF, people mainly go to local bars. We don't have that many frat parties, so a lot of people do tend to have fake IDs just so they can get in for free to bars, so they can drink alcohol. People do get arrested for fake IDs in college, and although they're probably not going to put you in jail for it, there could be some serious penalties. So I know in Florida, having a fake ID is a felony, so if you get caught with it, you have a felony on your record. Usually what they'll do, they'll put you through a pre-trial diversion, like community service. You'll have a probation officer and all that stuff. It's not a fun process. Even though you're not going to go to jail, you're still gonna have a record and you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff to get that taken off. You're drug tested. If you smoke weed and stuff, you fail it, you're automatically out, and now you have a felony on your record. I know people who have gotten pulled out of local bars at UCF. If you do get pulled out of a bar and you happen to have a fake ID, do not give it to them. That's like a no, like you're definitely gonna get in trouble. I've heard of some people, they have given it to the officer, or the officer has seen it, they break it in half and they're just like, okay, you need to go home. But that's only if you're lucky. If you do have one, hide it really well. People get put out of bars for having drinks in their hands. This is not all the time, it happens occasionally. Don't get freaked out. Say you don't have a band, because the bands show that you're 21 and over. If an officer sees that, they can pull you out and give you a citation, pretty much called like an MIP, so minor in possession of alcohol. It's a really hefty fine. If you get caught by the UCF police, you have to take a class through UCF. It's just like an alcoholism and drug class. Not fun, and I know people who have gone through it. It's just not fun. Just don't get into that. I just wanted to touch on that because I know people are coming saying, and nobody keeps it real and nobody talks about this, so I just wanted to tell you guys about it. Frat parties would probably be your best bet. There's not really going to be police there, but we don't really have a lot of frat parties at UCF. Even frat parties do get raided sometimes. Okay, next I want to talk about guys, specifically college freshman boys. I had my experience with a few. I'm not going to go into detail. People from UCF, watch my videos. All I'm gonna say is this is college now. It's not high school. Be aware that these boys are wild and out. They can do whatever they want. They bring a bunch of different random girls, randoms, back to their dorm or back to their apartment because mommy and daddy are not there watching over them. Just remember, if you think you're not getting played, you're probably getting played, especially as a freshman. Pay attention to the signs. Don't make dumb decisions because I've had to help a lot of people this year and I've had to help myself. Just listen to the signs, talk to your friends, talk to older people, talk to people that don't go to your school, talk to people that don't know the guy that you're talking to. They will give you straight facts. If you still want to mess with them, do you, because we all know that one guy you know is bad, but you're still like, oh, so cute, I still want to mess with him, whatever, still want to talk to him. That's it. Just be aware. Usually freshman college boys are just wild and this is their first time away from home and they just want to do whatever they want. You gotta watch out for diseases and all that stuff. The next thing that I want to talk about that really surprised me when I came to UCF or college specifically was that there's so many different types of people. The dumb people who cheated to get into college and are now like, okay, I don't know what's happening, I don't know what to do. You have the really, really smart people, you have the people who are on scholarships, and you have people from a bunch of different places all around the world. I went to a charter school, so it was just kind of strict and it was more constricting. And in college, you have like all different types of people. Those parents who are more lenient and they'll like take their parents out to bars, like snort coke, and then you have like, people who are like, I don't do that. Everybody is raised differently, and that's something that you really have to get used to because everybody's not going to be like you or similar to you, which that's not the case from where I was back home. Everybody here, especially the people that I went to school with, everybody was pretty similar, but up there, like people have completely different morals, completely different values because of where they grew up. Just be aware, this is not your hometown. You have people from Arizona and Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. Okay, so passing classes. I didn't feed into the hype. Do you know how they tell you middle school when you're transitioning to high school, this is not gonna fly in high school, you better get your stuff together? I kind of heard the same thing in high school, like, oh, this is not gonna fly in college, you better get your stuff together. It's true. In high school, I didn't have to study at all, and I pretty much passed every single one of my classes. In college, not gonna work like that. You need to make a Quizlet, flashcard, study with friends. If you don't, some classes are really, really hard. If you do the smallest amount you can, you may not even pass the class. Make sure you're studying, make sure you make time, and find what works for you when it comes to studying. That way you can do good in a class. Apparently, cocaine is a big thing at UCF. I've never done it, but I will say that a lot of people there, just be aware, like, don't be around that stuff, don't hang around it because you don't want to get caught doing it. Just don't even do it, honestly. Yes, it's college, yes, people drink, yes, people do drugs and stuff, but it's still illegal, so you need to be careful. I just want to touch on friends really quickly. I met some of my best friends summer B. We were actually suite mates, and I became really, really close with them, and then I met people through them. You really get to know your suite mates, hang out with them and stuff. We actually went to get piercings together. I invited them over for s'mores one night. I had a TV in my dorm and they didn't. Had s'mores and watched a little TV show, and we just started hanging out, and now they're two of my closest friends. If you never have anyone to hang out with, live with roommates. Your roommates are automatic friends unless you don't get along with them, which happens rarely. Automatic friend right there. So make sure you take advantage of that. And also, if you're not gonna be in Greek life or be in any club, make sure you're social and open-minded, and make sure you get out and do things and go to events just so you can meet people. A lot of people from my school did not come to UCF, and the people that did from my high school I just didn't see around a lot, so I kind of had to get out there and meet new people. You need to be open to explore new things, explore your values, what you like, who you want to be friends with. Seriously, last thing that I want to say for your freshman year, make sure you get out there and do things that you wouldn't usually do or things that you haven't done before. This is your first year away from home, most likely your first year away from your parents. Explore the city that you live in. I thought Orlando was just Magic Kingdom, like Disney, Universal, and then UCF. That's not the case. Orlando has a lot of really great food places. I was actually thinking about doing a video on my favorite food spots because I'm a foodie. Orlando has a lot of nice parks, nature areas, a lot of things to do that you wouldn't expect. Really great malls, really great nice downtown area. Just explore your college town, have lots of fun, do as much as you can your freshman year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below any videos you guys would want to see from me. If you want to see more UCF videos, let me know. Let's go!